Which team are y'all, red or blue?
Blue?
Blue, yeah. My wall's not on. Alright, so someone that's not your demo needs to shoot that soldier, but... What the hell?
Yeah, that's why I turned. Goodbye.
That's fair. I like the aggression from your flank scout with the bombs. That's good to see.
Thanks.
Was your plan that mid to double bomb? Yeah. I've been getting on NGA sub. That's great. This soldier that's up, you should be spotting right now. It's a little late. They're already in lobby. But the big places to spot here are, well, you can spot from here. You see the entrance here in bats. You can spot here. You see them taking through lower. And you can spot drop down. But it's good to have info on them coming on lobby, knowing where they're coming from. Yeah, you're moving the gun, okay. You really should have a soldier always watching this in the stalemate. That's a super important door to stuff. And your med can play forward on this shack.
No, we were not evens. No one.
You
No
would have
one
been
was.
if you had built, well, but yeah, it
The
happens.
both scouts were off classing, and my demo was.
Yeah, that's a good call from your medic actually.
Yeah, I called that. I'm like,
I switched
Are
to
you?
katana.
I'm very surprised they took that Uber, but normally you won't get punished like that for not building on last. But yeah, it is good to build. And your demo can build with the katana if both your scouts wants to off class, though pyro is not a super valuable off class on this last.
I beefed that bomb bad. I didn't get anything this movie.
Well, more so you were just sort of like in on your own, so it doesn't really matter if it's a great bomb. If you're unsupported, it's not going to bring much value. Another small thing from that is you're like sitting up here, I guess, to preserve health for bombing. If you end up taking damage, you can sit back here, and you can shoot the right roof from there, splash a little bit, and then bomb, and you preserve health, and you can high bomb off up here, or you can just sit farther back here, so you preserve your health fully for the bomb.
Okay.
oh yeah, here they were in first. Then I Uber, but we still lose. I don't know why. We have to check that.
I guess small notes from that would be when they're taking an exchange like that, your sniper should try to get into spawn and switch off. And again, I'd rather have a soldier than a pyro there to block point. But pyro's pretty good in exchanges, anyways. So was the plan there to absorb their bomb? Yeah. So yeah, one of your soldiers helped clear up the soldier bombing, which is fine. One thing I will say about a passive mid like that.
Did he cut out?
No. Um, is you want your other soldier who's not helping to clear up to counter bomb like as it happens to try to stop their aggression, and your demo just keep looking forward. You punish them for walking in without Uber. That's great. You clear up these kills, you might even be able to push. Oh, and their med drops. Damn. Walking saw here. Yeah, demo should bait the door a little bit if you're trying to milk. Not as hard as medic should, but don't want to get down here. And yeah, y'all should just wipe them here. You can flash everybody. Yeah, they should. Oh, damn! And then your medic got cleaned up post. That's rough.
Scout came from
Yeah.
kitchen.
And in that situation, your entire team, all 6 people, their only focus needs to be keeping your medic alive. But
That was
and then good job getting to the forwards, but then didn't have anyone to support. So I was thinking this is a good time for a hiding play. I think there was someone in Saw that's going. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, y'all should definitely try to go together if you can on those.
new cleaner.
Yeah, and then it's just a little late to try to fight this with spawners, but it works out all right. This is a crazy fight to be taking. What the hell? Okay, no, your spawners are there way faster, but you win it somehow. Yeah. Because they have forward spawns, that spawn advantage usually actually isn't going to be a spawn advantage, but it worked out. Yeah, that's a lot of value from the heavy and forwards. That's just, I guess, something to keep in mind when they have forwards that someone can be lurking, but y'all seem pretty conscious of that in general, like when you're pushing into mid. Because I was on someone's POV that I can't see through. I don't know what's going on with that. This is a decent positioning for going for the force. You could have somebody playing for a back cap, but it's also fine. Just get the force and back out. And they don't end up pushing anyway, so it's your turn to sec. Where's their gun at? Still in a dishead spot. So you're all just taking an exchange off the pick you have there. And then their med drops. So that worked. I'm not sure it's a great play to go for in general. When you have a soldier pick like that, the soldier pick is a lot more powerful in the doors it opens up for you than in the like I would understand that more if they were like down a scout or down one of their off classes taking the exchange. But when their soldier is down, you should have a really free opportunity to spam the gun for multiple doors, get it down, and then you can send a 2 or 3 man off the pick and just get the force and have a full ad push to take. But if you do want to take the exchange, top right is the perfect door to do it, and you played the exchange itself really well. Just get the kills away from their Uber, and even if their medic hadn't dropped, you probably win that. I would personally recommend trying to snowball that into an advantage rather than. So your double one was pretty good there. That could have been a little tighter timing wise, but like it worked out fine. But again, I'd like to see the flank scout and demo, and even like the pocket scout and medic can look to aggress during those. And it can be a lot safer for your medic to end up to follow your pocket scout and end up on their side of the point if they're also double bombing, and they just land behind you, don't have enough rockets loaded to rebomb, and you can deal with them on their side after you kill their combo. And also, when both teams double bomb, your medic is probably going to die if they don't hit some big surf or something. So your flank scout staying to help clean up isn't terribly valuable when they could be pushing forward with the bomb and getting more value from that. What are these Ubers? So I have no idea why they took that Uber there, but
Why did it fail?
yeah. Again, the pyro just gets like the pyro stuffed the Uber a lot, but it doesn't really have the mobility to get back to your Uber to get saved. And if you're dropping any people to their Uber before you get your Uber off, it can be bad. So is your roamer kitchen this mid, I guess?
Yeah.
So your roamer in kitchen can get involved a little bit instead of just chilling and waiting and bombing. Like this is you can, especially because you're on stock rocket launcher, this doorway is really powerful to peek and just completely deny this left lane, but you can get jumped on by people if that happens. One thing is, I like to see your pocket soldier on the sack instead of sitting and spamming from window. If your plan is for your combo to pressure through saw, your pocket soldier can jump through this door first. Try to make a little space for your demo to walk in and try to spam their medic, and just make them look at you. That exchange went really well for y'all, but one small thing. So you saw that people were pressuring lower, but you didn't see beam lower. So your demo can trust one of your soldiers to stuff that doorway, and the flank scout and roamer to look at that doorway and keep looking at main, so they can't just walk in here for free and take the exchange. But it is a bad exchange for them to take. I'd like to see taking. I'm not sure if y'all know it's at and plan to use it, but I'd like to see people getting in lobby a lot. Okay, they're taking lobby now. Yeah,
And then our red got push.
yeah. Well, if y'all use that Uber immediately on your demo and pocket scout, you can just take a family Uber and wipe them. But in general, um, y'all were just all six sitting out here while you're at like 60%, and you know there's an ad push coming up. You can take lobby of advance of that, try to collect information. Where's the gun? Do they have a heavy? Do they have a sniper? Do they have a pyro? Instead of just taking lobby when you're about to get Uber and ripping through a door blind.
Yeah, here I forgot about the ad.
Yeah. There's not much to say about that, just getting caught up by dised.
What?
Isn't yeah, this it's just didn't realize it was dised. Yeah. So here you had 3 people behind, and your flank scout ended up, or I don't know if that's your flank scout, but your pocket scout ended up like just committing on their own after the soldiers had jumped out. If all 3 of y'all commit together, none of you probably die, and you get some frags, but it worked out. So here's a time where you should be very conscious of this forward spawn. Obviously their demo just spawns, so you can have traps here, and he can be a pick. But there can also be a sniper, like before, a heavy hiding in here. And off this demo pick, y'all should be really aggressive taking space already. Yeah, here we go. And yeah, it's gonna even out here, but if y'all just held W harder through here, like you're slowing down a little bit, there's no demo, there's no traps to be worried about. So all the people you see in front is everything you have to worry about. And you can just hold W through there, and you'd still have ad here on the push. But you end up winning the push anyway, alright?
Oh, how? After that, I tried to leave, but then we were like And then we'll almost wiped everyone. How do I know when to stay after an Uber?
I think it was the right decision to leave there. I would have left there too. In general, if it's an exchange like that, unless you'll get a lot of value, if you thought it was ad and you end up pushing into an Uber, if you don't
No,
get a lot of
no.
value, you should be looking to leave immediately. And if people are caught in, they can just try to salvage for medic. And if you're out, especially if someone can meet you, you end up with ad.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, if you have any type of player dised on a last push, like if you drop someone in your Uber and don't get a pick, you should probably be looking to leave his medic. And if you don't necessarily need to get picks with an Uber. Like you can just get the sentry and positioning and then take the post fight as a way to stay in. But if you're like 6-on-6 and they still have off classes up, you should probably be looking to leave.
Okay.
Romer hiding in kitchen again.
Oh, med here? No.
It's a good try. On that double bomb there, if your pocket soldier just gives one rocket onto the soldier when he lands, he dies before he gets your demo and your medic. So just on a passive mid, generally, well, one of your soldiers can be looking forward, but generally you'll just have one of your soldiers counterbomb, the other soldier play to help clean up the bombing soldiers. Okay. The soldier gets the medic somehow. Maybe they forgot about that guy stuck behind. One little thing from that is your flank scout shouldn't be one of the ones dying when you're going for a fourth. Your soldier bombs did a really good job and one of them got out live. But in general, you want one of the soldiers to die from the force, and Scout is mobile enough that your Scout should always be able to survive in a disad situation, unless they're going for a back cap or something. Or if you have like a timing to get in a hiding spot like here or something as a Scout, and two-shot them coming through lower, that's fine, you can be the one to die. But if there's no special circumstance like that, you should just send a soldier and everybody else live. Listen, so in that situation, their medic is dead, and both your scouts were across the point, like chasing down a kill away from your medic. I know you wouldn't have done that if you had spotted this guy, but there's so many places people can come from on this map. Like someone can be hiding in here, down here, be hiding back here. One of your scouts should just stick a little bit tighter to your medic when you know their medic is dead and they're just coming for yours. Okay, I like this going lower. You know they're on Saw, so this is free. You can just take space super aggressively. And now they have to meet you here.
I got both.
Yeah, y'all got super split up on the super, but
Still works.
ends up mostly working out. That could have been a clean 6-0 wipe if you if the Uber stays a little bit tighter and the aggression doesn't come out a little early and you're just taking that into last for free. And yeah, it's fine to peek a little here, but your soldier can also just hard build with your medic to make the ad as big as possible for the incoming push. Like what they're doing right now doesn't really tell you much about how they're going to hold last, and you're not going to get the point off that. So just pull out the escape plan or shoot rockets at yourself if you got the gardener. What the hell? I don't know why you're all in sniper here, but it works out. Kills the medic. Were you just assigned to play that even?
Okay, what happened there was that okay, yeah, their medic died, so we were going to push lower. And but my but then we pushed when I was 90 instead of, and there were like 2 soldiers on lower, and I died.
Yeah.
Oh no, we lost it. Oh no. No, it was towards the end, maybe. Wow, the party gold, so what? Yeah, that medals
So yeah, I don't think the problem there is taking lobby before you're at 100. Like that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine to walk in there and you should be getting a round off this anyway. Oh. Medic clutch? No way. No way.
I thought I didn't know I was the only one up.
Tough.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I don't think the problem there is deciding to walk in. Like you should take lobby before you get Uber. The problem is that you were just walking in as a scout and demo without anything else like being cleared out. So, like if your pocket soldier is with you there, your medic doesn't die. You just kill those soldiers, and you have the freest last push of all time because you're 6-on-4 with Uber Ed. Or if you have someone take lobby originally, he can spot that this guy's over here, and there's only one soldier there to deal with, and it doesn't really matter. But yeah, don't think, oh, we shouldn't get into lobby before we have Uber based on that. Just be more careful about how you do it. Okay, your sniper is just out here hitting shots, I guess. You still have ad, they're down both scouts. You're all are just playing this even, that's fine. You got your point off it. Oh, you're still going?
We're going to exchange, yeah. Should I have left there? Because
Well, okay, so the problem here is that you're backing up to low ground. This is a leave door. If you're going here, it's only to get your medic out. If you want to keep fighting post, which y'all could have, you want to end either over here or over here. But down here, you're just on the low ground and there's nothing you can really do. You lose. And the other thing is, I thought you were playing it even, so I didn't comment on it. But if you're planning to push that, you should not be stacking this with your combo. Your combo should just be walking straight into lobby to get ready for the push. And you can, since you have oh no, you still had 2 scouts. You can half cap it and leave a sniper, or you can leave a scout in that situation. You don't need to be so passive building. Like, you can be collecting information here. And like, there's only 2 here. Well, there's 3 now, I guess, but this point was kind of holdable, and you should at least like peek into it to see if it's holdable. Because like, if some people come out in front and like, oh, your sniper hits them for 50 and your demo hits 1 sticky on them and a scout comes out and chips them a little, boom, they're dead, and it's an easy hold. Because their heals are not out yet to support them. I like this taking space lower, but yeah, that's the problem. Both Ubers get out, and yeah, y'all should just be walking forward here. The second point should be free.
What was the problem? I mean, yeah, we got flanked, but
You get out capped here? No. And you have time to just steamroll this scout and go last, potentially. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, so there you maybe should have been leaving earlier, but you're probably dead to the people behind.
mm,
Maybe communicate a little bit more with your players rolling out, because like if your soldier had met you lower, you're like, I'm trying to leave lower, and your soldier lands here, you can maybe kill
yeah.
that scout. Like when your medic is leaving a location and there are people rolling out, communicate to them, and the people rolling out, your only job is get to where your medic is leaving and help them get out safely. Or if they're just fucked, you can go for a play or something, I guess, but I'm not sure if that was like not called that it's just losing track of Uber's situation or people were just too aggressive, but yeah. Your demo's alone and oh damn, the spoon. Where's the gun here? Okay. Oh, there was no time left, so it didn't matter. Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm not a big fan of the NG there. Yeah. Well, also not even that. It's 4-on-5 and y'all have full ad. Um, you should be thinking they're probably gonna be trying to push here. And just heavy is firepower that's immediately available. Just even if they don't try to push, they might just send 4, try to get your medic. So this is just fresh in my mind because of the force on mid and everybody dying. This happened right at the end there. But you can play to leave kitchen on this map on mid trying to get the force instead of trying to play to leave through saw. With your beam in kitchen,
Sorry.
it,
Can you
so when
repeat?
you're playing, when you have disset on mid on this point, you can play your beam in kitchen to leave instead of playing them as
Yeah.
saw, and you have a much greater ability to support your demo pressuring a door. You can just back up here, jump out there, and buff your soldiers to go for sacks and such. And it's like they have to get through all these doorways to get to you, and it's very easy to just leave out to your own second there. And in general, it happened a couple times on mid where um people will be caught out on Uber dised. I don't want to say like just go hide away when they have dised because it's important that the team as a whole is pressuring to try to get the force instead of just like sending one soldier to go die on his own. And if your demo is pressuring the doorway, if your other soldier is pressuring the doorway, if they have to think about, oh, I see two soldiers here, which one is going to sack, you'll get the force much more reliably than if you just send one soldier to go in and die while you're all the way out in saw. On your mids, I think your double bombs were pretty good. Um, I like to see your flank scout get a 185 on those. Of course, I fell off, but your medic can just come over here and beam you on the roof, and you get 185, or you can drop down and then aggress with your soldier bombs. Your soldier bombs are not always going to get value. Sometimes your soldiers are going to miss rockets. Sometimes they're going to get hard denied by scouts. The reason that soldier bombs always create value is that people have to look at the soldiers. And while the scout over here is looking up in the sky trying to shoot the soldier off his medic, you can be pushing across the roof as your flank scout, shoot that scout. On your passive mids, also, one thing for Pocket Soldier, you can play up here. It gets you a lot better spam angle into the medic from there, but it's very easy to splash you off here and here, and you're going to be losing health early. So if you want to bomb, it can be better to play back here to start, and you just don't get splashed as much. So it's just a trade-off between do you want to preserve more health playing back here, or get some more aggressive spam here. Um, on your passive mids, teams actually do it both ways this map. Like sometimes you want your pocket soldier to counter bomb, sometimes you want your roamer to counter bomb. Um, it mostly depends on where your medic is going to play. If your medic is going to be generally on this side of the map, your pocket soldier can play to help clean up the soldiers. Just when they land one rocket, it's a free like 80 to 100 damage, and it makes them die a lot quicker. Or if your medic is coming across to this side, your roamer up there just looks down, shoots the guy once. And you want the counter bomb to come like as soon as possible after they bomb, because if they just double bomb and their entire team gets to walk across, they're going to wipe you. You need to give the rest of their team something to think about. And so your demo should still be looking forward, trying to prevent their scouts and demo from walking across point. Your roamer can counter bomb and either go for their medic, get their puck turned to you, or just land on the people walking across point and do as much damage as possible. And even on passive mids, I would recommend your flank scout keep looking forward, because like so you can have your flank scout play to help deny bombers and have your soldiers looking forward, but a scout 185 walking across here can kind of bully a soldier off, can't really get shot in midair, and your flank scout is going to be a lot better at stopping aggression from their flank scout across the point. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, when you're taken through lower here, you can ideally you want to send a 300 health soldier through this door first, and he can just bully the soldier out. Or you can have your soldiers take through upper lobby to start with, and make sure there aren't any people over here to also pressure that doorway. But don't be afraid to get in lobby, like well before you have Uber. Like buff up your flank scout, come peek this doorway. Buff up your roamer can come try to peek over here. And just you can Try to gain information through these doorways while not taking much damage, and spot where the gun is. If you see the gun's over here, you can just use the shutter and kill the gun. And it's a lot better to know, okay, there's a sniper back here in the right spawn and a gun left spawn, or they've got a heavy on top of point. Having that information before you take your Uber in instead of trying to figure out on the fly, and knowing that, okay, we're going to kill the gun on right and then we're going to cross left and stuff out their combo, or we're going to go in and we're going to kill the heavy and work from there. Having that information can make your push a lot more successful than just trying to come in through, like, pop in through some random door and be like, oh wow, there's a gun over here, let's kill it. Oh wow, that pick looks interesting, let's go there and get it. I feel like there's something about the second point, but I can't think of it. Do y'all have any specific questions?
I don't.
Mm,
Yeah,
I'm fine.
you covered what I was thinking.
Alright.
No questions from me.
Does anyone have feedback for me, the medic? I don't know. I'm feeling a bit not confident.
I think you're doing a decent job baiting doorways, but you could do it a little harder. Like when you're taking through lower here, um, there's really often going to be a soldier spamming this doorway. Like usually there's not going to be two here looking at you. There's really often going to be one spamming here, and if you like walk in right when a rocket shot, you can get juggled up and take a lot of damage. So just in general, wait for your and this kind of goes for your demo too to a lesser extent, but wait for your pocket scout or soldier to be through a doorway to call traps, to call where players are. Like there was one push where your pocket scout was through a doorway, spotted and called a trap, where your demo was right behind him, so demo got dead on.
Yeah, he
And
almost.
it didn't end up dying, but bait your pocket scout, bait your pocket soldier a little bit harder.
Okay.
And obviously, I didn't hear your comms in that, but just from watching it, I think you could be a bit more vocal about where the beam is positioning and where
Yeah.
you're leaving, and about what the state of the Ubers are. Just like
Uh,
giving your team a reminder every so often, like we're at this percent, and this is they have ad or we have ad. And if you don't know what the Ubers are, say that, to say we are at this percent and I have no idea what they're at, and y'all can play accordingly.
okay. Uh,
Oh, in general, I did notice a fair bit in like scrappy fights where people would end up all over the place and then just end up committing one by one. Like there was one on second where your soldiers were jumping all over the place and left to go get packs, and then your flank scout runs out and gets in. If you're caught behind and you think, or you know, or even you don't know, like ask, is anyone else behind with me? Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? When are y'all able to get in? Um, Communicate that stuff and commit as a unit, and you can get a lot of value. Like if there's just a few people here, there's like three people on lower here, and they have three people commit on them from different directions at the same time. It's really hard for them to deal with that. But if you just trickle in one by one, you can just get picked off. So
Sure.
And I'm not trying to pick on anyone specific. I just noticed this on one push that I remember really well for some reason. Your flank scout being in early, aggressing into a group of people and dying when your combo was in. Like I assume everybody has done that to some degree in this scrim, but just when you're pushing with Uber Ed, don't be, or when you're pushing as a team, don't look to be taking fights on your own. Um, Always try to do it with someone else and in concert with your team when you're aggressing.
Sure.
What do you go?
I guess one of your roamer, if you're playing a bomb to work on this mid is you can jump from here and off that wall. It's kind of a hard bump to do well. I think you need a C-tap to hit it really well. But you jump off this wall and go high, and you're just completely undeniable. You can land if you get good enough at it. You can land anywhere here. You can also jump off this wall here and do a decent high bomb. But you have more of a chance to get denied. But in general, in this division, a lot of the soldiers aren't going to be doing high bombs on this map in specific. Like all of them are like a little bit tricky, like doing it off there, or there's one you can do off this wall, but you need a lot of height off this and a good wall shot off that to get your distance. So a lot of times it will just be some from here just jumping off this wall across, or like a low bomb. But if you can add a high bomb to your bag on this map, it can be really valuable. And a lot of teams in this division won't really know how to handle it because soldiers aren't doing them.
Okay. Oh wait, can I? Steve, are you there?
Oh shit, has my ass been muted? My
Yeah.
bad. Shit, my bad, bro.
Oh, you had questions?
Uh, not me. Do you, Sarah?
Yeah. Wait, I wanted to talk about something an idea. Since I since you can be the healthiest class of them all. What am I saying? Okay. Since you can be overheal the most, up to 300.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how useful it will be. It would be for you to maybe just pick the doorway to get information and then retreat.
Yeah, both soldiers and scouts can collect information pretty well. The because scout is a lot less committal doing it. He can leave really easily from a lot of places where like a soldier might need to like make a jump and get under a doorway but above the ground, and that can be a narrow jump that's kind of difficult to get out of some situations. But yeah, and not always, but frequently, and especially into a small area like lower. Yeah, it's nice to have a soldier with you. And
So wait, so who goes first? The soldier.
yeah, in general, like you said, since the soldier has 300, he can walk through doorways and like even some doorways he can like eat a trap that would have killed someone else. So the pocket soldier can go first through a lot of doorways. But you can, yeah. But like if it's on like into second or something, like your soldier can be getting through a completely different doorway. But it is nice to have a soldier getting in while your combo's getting in, just so that all their attention can't be on the combo. So like your soldiers can make space for your combo without being a part of the combo.
Yeah, that's nice. I'll be going now.
Right.
Bye.
Counter Strike.